Okay, this is a crazy video, a crazy idea, new shifter cart idea. That's a mildly modded 212 Predator, 208 block, and 212 crank. Gives you much more compression, and you get a more of an intake stroke as well. The biggest difference for free that I could find, but this is what makes it really cool, is that it's a 3-speed shifter cart. Obviously you got your motor here, which will be on the side of you. I'll be sitting like right in front of the rear axle, and then this is like the most loose mock-up ever, but this is an old transmission I made for a full suspension off-road mower that I had. But the cool part about this tranny is that it's a horizontal shaft input. You can see that's first gear. All you have to do with these 3-speed foots to make them useful, because like the input shaft is like 3/8 of an inch inside there, and you put any power to it, just snap. Like a racing mower application, it would just snap. But when you use it with even a GX390 would work with this. I'm convinced that. Obviously there's bronze bushings here, but I'm convinced that it can handle a lot of power. I've just completely banged gears with it set up like this, and it just works. How it works is that there's just 2 shift keys on here, and it all just floats in there. So you could just put a straight keyed shaft. And all I did, obviously these lock collars are floating around here and everything's not where it's supposed to be, but all I did was just put a little bit of hard gasket maker inside the key so that it doesn't weep oil out. I use gear oil. And then I did take the input shaft out and plug it. So, everybody says just throw out these trannies when they're talking about racing mowers, but when we're talking about like go-karts or something, I wish that you can do this with a Peerless 700 and as easily, because you need to have a spline shaft, because those gears have spline, or you can machine them with a key on the inside or whatever. But on this, it's all keyed and it handles the power, man. I got just regular 3/16 hardened keys from like a lawnmower transaxle as the shift keys, and that the collars slide on, and they work. It just hooks up and goes. I've never had a problem. This is only a 1/2 inch output, but it's 5/8 right there, and I don't know. Eventually, I could definitely easily put another 5/8 shaft on this side if I ever snap this, and then that's when you could put infinite power to it if you just replace bushings every day, I guess. Well, I'm talking like lawnmower engines. Obviously, I think as it is, a GX390 would be its limit, like a stock one, because of all the torque. But you could definitely and then put support bearings on the outside. The case at that point is useless, really. You won't crack it. If you have bearings on the outside, then you can really do some shit with these transitions. And this one doesn't have reverse, because it's like a 1-to-1 ratio. And it makes it just useless. The reverse is faster than third gear, or the second gear actually. But yeah. Go back over here. This is gonna be, whenever this happens, this is going to be low, so don't disregard that wheel. That's just there in mock-up. It's going to be a really low racing cart design, modeled after those little low racing carts. I'm going to sit right on the side of the motor and have the transmission right here and be able to shift, and then the chain will go right by me. Obviously, it's significant guarding there, but as it is, it's 1.3 to 1 in first gear, 1 to 1 in second, and then it's like a 0.6 to 1 in third gear, so it's a little faster. So if you run this to this is 40 chain, so it'd be like a 50 tooth. I'd say like a 54 tooth to 8, be a 6 to 1, something like that. That's an 8 tooth sprocket, a 7 tooth sprocket. So you do the math, 7 times 6. It'd be perfect. It'd rev out each gear. You'd be able to wheelie off the line, spin the tires. I mean, I had those big wheels on a 1-inch axle with that tranny going to it with a swing arm. This tranny was mounted. That video, that lawn tractor, is actually on my friend's channel, Christopher Custer. You go look at that. Yeah, it's just an idea. Just a stupid idea. Probably will do it though. Probably will build it because it's all there. I have all the parts. I have so many go-kart parts and shit lying around. I have an axle, everything. So, yep. I'll see you.